I'm a mess, my hair is a mess, but that's okay, it's irrelevant to this video, so just keep watching, ignore the fact that I'm disgusting. I'm not a doctor, don't quote me on any of this. I've been wanting to talk about something very important for a while now, and I decided when I woke up today, today's the day to do it. So, here we are. You can see by the title, one specific aspect of my issues, and I'm going to do my best to help you understand how to help yourself and what's going on and all of those good things. So if you're interested in seeing that, keep watching. As far as me personally goes, my anxiety, okay, so when I'm being really anxious and it's really bad, my entire body just shuts down. It kind of comes in small most of the time. Most of the time it starts slow. So either I'll just be super shaky, I'll feel like I'm going to vomit, my head will just feel like it's going to explode. There's been a couple times where I literally can no longer move. I just like freeze. It doesn't matter if I'm standing, if I'm sitting, if I'm in the middle of doing something. If it's bad enough that I freeze, it's really, really bad. There's also a couple times where I have like balled myself up and made myself as small as physically possible. So I'll go sit on the floor, pull my knees to my chest, and like hold myself there. And most of the time I'll have like either my arms just around my knees, or I'll have my hands either through my hair here, or just holding the back of my neck. And I'm talking to myself, which makes me sound and feel a little crazy, but it's not crazy. It's good for you. You should talk to yourself. So those are things that happen to me when I am feeling incredibly anxious. As far as helping slow it down goes, I don't have tips to tell you how to prevent them because I don't know myself, but I'm going to do my best to tell you how to slow it down, how to bring yourself back to what is really going on, how to understand your anxiety a little better. Most of the time, for most people, anxiety can be triggered by stress, it can be triggered by social situations, or it can be triggered by fear. So, most of the time, I will say it is fear, but it's not rational for me most of the time at all. Justified, yes. Rational, not at all. So, when it is fear-based, what I like to do is force myself to just sit down and chill out. Find somewhere comfy if at all possible. If not, just go sit anywhere. I don't care. If you're in public, go find a public restroom and just sit down and just like chill. But just go sit down and chill and do whatever you want to do to just, whatever you have to do to get somewhere where you could chill and like hear yourself think, do that. So I will sit down and I'll hold my hands in my hair like so and be like, okay, let's breathe for a minute. And so I do. I will breathe in through my nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 5, and release for 6. I don't think those are the right numbers that you're supposed to do when it's like recommended that you do because it helps or whatever, but it does help you get in, like, back into touch with reality and what's really going on around you. So I'll that helps a lot. Doing that, if once is good enough, fantastic, I'm so glad. Once is never good enough for me. Again, if it doesn't, that's fine. We're going to keep going on with the list. So then there are other things. I will just go for a walk. It's stupid, it's simple, and I know that it's on like everything ever telling you how to help your anxiety and how to prevent mental health or whatever it is that people are telling you to do. Just take a walk, go outside. And that's stupid, but for real, sometimes it does help. If it's not super bad, I definitely would recommend at least taking a short walk. If you have a dog, or if you have any other pet that you need to walk, take them with you so that you're not alone. Definitely a good idea, but if you would rather go alone, that's fine. Just be safe and be careful and make sure that you are very cautious about what is going on around you in the rest of the world. So another thing I like to do is, I already said previously that I talk to myself, and I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. I mean, obviously, I'm talking to myself, but I will sit and hold myself, essentially. I will wrap myself up in my own arms, or I will hold my hands on the back of my neck, where I'm just like trying to chill and breathe. And that's just like touching my body. I do that a lot. I'm very much a touchy person for myself when it comes to having problems, when I'm having a really bad mental breakdown, because touching myself and feeling things helps bring me back to reality a little bit. And I just repeat to myself, you're okay. Everything's fine. Just take a deep breath. You are fine. Most of the time, this is repeated over and over and over again, and it is whispered so that only I hear it and not everybody in the universe can, because they would probably hospitalize me if I was being as loud as I am now when I'm screaming at you and my neighbors can hear me. So, yeah. So my best piece of advice that I could give you would probably be doing your best to understand what has caused this anxiety attack. So you either could be hyperventilating, you could just be crying, you could be looking fine, and your brain be running around like crazy, like this. That was a good sight, I know. So you could be going absolutely crazy in your head and look absolutely fine on the outside, and that is okay. Some people are that way, sometimes I am that way, and I'm not judging you for it. That's 100% okay. Helping you understand why your brain is panicking will help you understand where you need to go from there to help slow it down or help prevent it from happening in the future, and all of those things. I really, really hope that this video helped you guys. I know I'm talking fast. I know I went through everything really fast, but yes, if you have any tips on how you help maintain your anxiety attacks, leave them in the comments below, please. And while you're here, you better subscribe to my channel, because I will probably cry if you don't, and I will be very sad. So subscribe, leave the comment on what you do to help your anxiety attacks, and I will see you guys next time. I love you. Bye.